At this time I remember to start the video, starting out with our basic squats. Midweek, midsection. Keeping my hands relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Warming up the legs. Getting the joints and muscles warmed up. So we're going fairly quickly through this. We're not going too low in our squat. We want to get the heart rate up. And we're down to the floor. Coming in with our right hand coming to the left ankle. We inhale down here and then exhale as we bring the hand up towards the ankle. We want the toe pointed and the leg straight. Pulling with the lower stomach. And then feeling that little bit of a stretch in the back of the leg. And there's the buzzer, so we're back to our feet. Squats again. This time we're bringing in a rotation. We squat down and we rotate as we come up, bringing the elbow around. And as we come around, we come onto the toe on the back foot. So practicing that rotation. Bringing in the muscles around the sides. And we're back to the floor. Left arm, right leg. Inhale and exhale. Pulling with the lower stomach once again. And the thigh, obviously. And feeling that little bit of a stretch down along the back of the leg. Getting loosened up nicely. And we're back to our feet again. Squats this time. Sorry, lunges. Stepping back. We're going to focus on one leg only. You step back. We come forward, just tap the toe down. So we're supporting the balance when we tap in front here. And then step back again. So we're really getting the leg warmed up. Paying attention to the balance. Last one. There we go. Back to the floor. Right arm again, left leg, hands to ankle. And we're going to crunch up on this one. So as we reach up, we engage the upper abs and crunch up. So reaching up a little bit higher, getting both shoulder blades up off the floor. There we go. And we're up onto our feet. Getting our lunges again. This time hitting my right leg. Stepping back. All the time, that right leg. I'm being very careful not to kick the door too hard behind me. You might hear the occasional thump. It's just a gentle little kick. And the last 4 seconds. Lovely. Last time for the warm-up, we're back to the floor. Right leg, left arm. Again, exhale up and crunch up. Pulling with the upper abs, lifting the shoulders up away from the floor. So it'll work the upper abs and the lower abs. And it'll even get you around the side a little bit. Legs stay straight, toe pointed. And there we go. Nicely warmed up. Time for a sip. Okay. We're down to the floor for this one. We're going to do our hip hitch and side V up combo. So we do one hip hitch. This time we can keep the hand on the floor because we're going to do a hip hitch, pull, and then we do our side V up. One hip hitch, one side V up. So really focusing on that hip hitch. We want the hips and shoulders stacked for that hip hitch. And there we go, over to the other side. Again, starting out nicely stacked for our hip hitch. Pulling with the legs, roll back onto the butt, and come up for your side V up. Stacked for the hip hitch, roll back for your side V up. So it's a little bit more awkward because we're hitting both exercises as part of the combo. And there we go. Onto our hands and knees, coming into our plank. Straight arm plank, lift. Remember, we're pushing the hands down into the floor. Using the core, stomach zipped up. We're engaging the chest and shoulders. Big muscle in the back, down along the sides. All of those are engaged and working as we push into the floor. Last second. There we go. We're going to add a rotation to that. Lifting one hand, tapping the shoulder. And here we go. So we've got our feet nice and wide. Get that little rotation to give us the clearance we need to lift the hand away from the floor without tipping over. So it's a little rotation. Make sure the hips don't come up too high. We're trying to keep straight lines through the body. And there we go. Back over for our hip hitch and side V up combo. Hitch and V up. And with a bit of practice, these will go without a hitch. Ba-dum-tsh. Life is easier if you're laughing. Core work, on the other hand, definitely isn't easier when you're laughing. Switching over to the other side. Again, starting with our hip hitch, pulling up with the legs, roll back, coming up to our side V up. You'll find you're naturally better on one side than the other. That's cool. Do what you can. Keep challenging yourself. I'm watching your heart rate. I know that you are challenging yourself. Whew. We're coming back to our high plank again. 2 seconds, here we go. Lift. Again, we're sticking with our standard high plank. Pushing the hands into the floor, fingers are spread apart. Core is engaged. Hands actively pushing into the floor. Chest pushing down. Arms pushing down. Shoulders pushing down. Big muscles in the back are braced. Stabilizing the shoulder blade and stabilizing the spine. Drop the knees down. Take a breather, shake out the wrists. Before we go back into our shoulder taps. And here we go, shoulder taps. Rotate. Lift the hand and tap. Again, looking for that fairly straight position from the heels, up through the legs, through the hips, through the back, into the shoulder and head. Keeping as steady as you can for the last 2 seconds. Excellent. Now we're going to stand up. Time flies when you're having fun. Round 2 done. Have a sit. That's a good one. Test your focus and your abs. Okay. Back corner lunge. So we're lunging back to the side and the corner. Coming up, knee to elbow, repeater. Away we go. So we're stepping back to the corner. Knee comes up to the elbow. So it's a long step. We want to feel a stretch on the front thigh when you come back to that long lunge. And really crunch across the core. It should feel different. Your breathing should feel different. Your voice should sound different. Same thing other side. Stepping out wide for the corner. Crunching across the core. You got this. Again, you want to feel that stretch on the back leg. Last 3 seconds. We'll get one more in here. There we go. Give the leg a little kick and a shake. Boxing next. Into our front stance, our right leg. We're going to hook, hook, jab. When we jab, we want the shoulder to come around. Hook, hook, jab. On that jab, we want to bring our body in so we're sideways. Hook, hook, jab. Every time. This one is almost like a little rest. So same thing other side. Left leg forward. Right hand is going to do our hook, hook, jab. So as I'm doing my hook, I'm coming up onto the toe on that back leg, getting the hip around, and as I do the jab, I'm reducing the amount of me that's facing my opponent, presenting a smaller target. There we go. Same again, we're going to speed it up. So we're going to really power with those jabs or with those hooks. Put power in. So keep them tight. We don't need to go too far. So that jab or that hook should only be traveling across your own body, not beyond it. And stepping into the other side. Again, starting with our hooks. On our hooks, we want the elbow to travel at the same height as our face. Let's bring in speed. Last one. Excellent. Back to our lunge. Stepping back with my left first. Stepping out wide. Focus on pulling that lower core. Long step. So we're coming low. Really engage the core as you pull that knee up. If you can talk normally, you're not doing it right. Now, right leg doing the work this time. Here we go. Stepping out wide. Pull. If you want to make it burn a little bit more, keep the supporting knee bent a little bit so you're not coming up fully. Makes the lower core work even harder. Makes the supporting leg work harder. There we go. Fun, fun. Round 3 done. Oh yeah, that gets the heart rate up. Okay, we got a fun one coming up next. We're on the floor, starting in our Pilates tabletop. 2, 1. We're starting here, we're holding. Focus on the thighs being vertical, shins horizontal, feet relaxed. Make sure you got that lower back imprinted into the mat. We've got 10 seconds left to hold that, so really lock into that imprint. Everything in the core should be tight here. And relax. We're going to repeat that, but we're going to crunch up. So getting the upper abs engaged. Here we go. Hand position isn't really hugely important here. If you want to stretch with the fingertips, trying to get past your feet, that'll engage down on the sides. Keep your lower back printed into the floor. Core is engaged, that's why my voice is funny. And relax down. Back to our tabletop again in a moment. We're going to alternate legs. Here we go. We're going to crunch up. Getting our toe tap in. Keeping the core nice and tightly locked. Control movement. Inhale down. Exhale up. 5 seconds left. Relax down. We're going to repeat that. Then you get some freedom from the Pilates. Here we go. Again, we're crunching up, core engaged, back imprinted to the floor. Reaching with fingertips. Inhale down. Exhale, pull up from the lower core and the pelvic floor. It's supposed to be burning by now. If it's not, see if you can crunch up a little bit higher. Give the knees a quick hug, we're back up to our feet. Squat and kick. Straight in front. Not trying to go excessively high. Waist height is fine for the kicks. Okay. Going to bring the intensity up again. We're going to do power knee. And then we're going to bring in a hop. So hands are coming down to the hips. And now we're going to bring in a hop. That's the stuff. Arms going up high, knees coming up high. Actively pulling the arms down, using the core. There's our buzzer. We're going to double up there. More power knees. Here we go. Get that hop in right from the start. Bringing the arms down. They're pulling down. We're almost there. Keep the intensity up. Last 3 seconds here. Whew. You're feeling that. Okay. Squat and kick. We're going quick. So doing a very slight squat so we can get speed in with the kicks. Should be breathing hard by now. Last 2 seconds. Whew. Oh You know what time it is. Time for a sip. So we've had our little sip. Down to the floor, hands and knees, starting with our bear hold. Get ready. Hands on the shoulders, toes under. We lift. Nice flat back. Actively pushing the hands down into the floor. Knees just about hovering. I'm going to hold here. And get ready to relax. There we go, there's our buzzer. Okay, we're building on that for the next round. One foot is going to move up beside the hand and step back. So we're switching sides each time. Coming back to our bear hold. So we're stepping up, pulling with the lower core to bring the knee up. Trying to stay in that bear hold in between. Last one. Drop the knees down, take the weight off the hands. I'm going to take my glasses off. We're going to add a hop into that one. So we've got our bear hold, a little bit of a hop, and we switch. So one leg comes up, the other leg goes back to that bear hold. So on that hop, you're trying to drive the hips up high. And that's what gets you back to the bear hold. I know, I'm evil. We're onto our backs. Legs are up high. Lower one down. Exhale up. Lower the other one down. Got my abs slightly crunched, and my feet are out forward from my hips, so my core is under constant pressure. Relax the legs. If you need a break on that, bring the legs up right over the hips. The abs will work slightly less hard. Here we go. So I'm going to crunch up here. So the upper abs really working now as well. Last 7 seconds. Focus. Give the knees a little hug. Coming back to tabletop. Stretch away a right leg only. And bring it in, left leg only. Alternating legs. One is in tabletop. One is stretching away with the toes reaching for the wall. And pulling with the lower abs every time as you bring that leg back in. Last 2 seconds. Give the knee the hug. Is it just me or is it getting warm in here? Here we go again. Same thing, only we're crunching up. Actively engaging that upper core, those upper abs. We're going to reach the fingers towards the wall. Getting in the side abs. And really making sure the whole core is on absolute fire. Give the knee the hug. Whew. Last time. Same thing. Crunching up. Reach the leg away. Reach the fingertips away. Keeping your chin off your chest. So think of looking at a point a little bit above your knees. Don't let the foot land on the floor. Last 2 seconds. Whew. Oh boy, that was something else. Back to the feet. Or you can lie there for a little while longer. As Louis Armstrong said, we have all the time in the world. I don't know which is more torturous, the ab work or the singing. You've earned a drink. You worked hard.
Activity completed.
You heard the lady. Activity completed. That's the core HIIT done for another week.